Hello bandits. With thanks to the folks at Grenna Games and DearVillagers, I'm checking out their cute and cozy settlement builder, Fabledom. Fabledom has had a great run in early access and now launched into general release. This is one for those who are looking for something a little cute and cozy which will still give them plenty to be getting on with. Players are tasked with building up their own little kingdom, queendom or theydom. The game starts small with just a handful of little fablings, but soon you'll be spreading out and upgrading from a small village to a town and onwards into a bustling city. As you progress, you'll unlock new resource management options and buildings which you'll need to place in order to keep your fablings in the manner they're accustomed to. You'll also need to take care of a little romance. After meeting the neighbours, players will select one of 6 companionship interests who will each give unique challenges and buildings for your settlement. Diplomacy, trade and of course love will each impact your kingdom and the lives of your fablings. Fabledom is rated by Peggy at 3 and above and by the ESRB as Everybody 10+. The title does have some single player combat but no blood or gore, with fantasy, cartoonish violence and off-screen action being the primary elements here. Love does play a large part as well, but there's nothing that we'd find at all worrying for our micro bandits. All put together, it is definitely one I'm happy to let them have a go with, though younger gamers may struggle a little even on easier modes just to get to grips with everything. And with that stacked up, onto the rundown, my 5-point rating for Fabledom. Gameplay 4. Everything in Fabledom is certainly working as intended. Buildings all have logical bonuses and there's a good balance between thought required for strategic city planning and just letting players get on with things. It would have been nice to see some truly unique innovations, but I do like the split between citizen types, and Fabledom does what it does very well and does it in a way that should be welcoming for newcomers to the genre. Visuals 4. I really like the scope you can get with Fabledom, from these sky-high views right down to mixing it up with the fablings on the floor. It would have been great to get a little more variation in fablings and buildings, but even up close things are looking pretty solid. The camera mode could definitely do with some enhancements and tweaks, but overall normal gameplay for Fabledom looks pretty great. Audio 4. Good music and effects throughout here, and some great voice acting included as well. Importantly for a game of this type, the soundtrack and effects don't get repetitive and really complement the growing city gameplay really well. Narrative 4. It's probably a little more than I'd expect from a city builder, and the story does well to keep the cozy vibes which first drew me into Fabledom. Players will of course make their own story with their love interests in the game, and it's great that this does have an effect on how your city grows. Replay 5. With fresh maps every time, new rulers to romance and unique buildings, there is a fair bit to drag players back in over and above the typical let's build a new city feeling of regular settlement builders. Varied difficulty options do mean that it is continuously accessible and there's usually something new to find on your travels. Overall, the Pixel Bandits As You Wish level for Fabledom is an impressive 9 out of 10. I've really enjoyed the title overall, and while it can get a bit of a slog as your kingdom expands, it is one that I have had a great time with. The good range of difficulty options should allow most folks to get in and have a go with it, and if you're looking for a new cozy title, this should be one you take a really good look at. Fabledom has managed to tickle me with cute visuals and concepts, and while it doesn't do anything completely groundbreaking in the genre, it does wrap up tried and tested mechanics in a cozy and accessible package. As ever, to provide our review and our common sense parents guide, we received a free copy of Fabledom from the folks at DearVillagers. And that's all we've got for you today. Check out the extended review at pixelbandits.org for more information on this one. If you found this helpful, a like, comment, share or follow might not cost you anything, but it really goes a long way to helping Pixel Bandits remain ad-free and independent. Either way, we hope to see you again very soon. Thanks for watching.